Target School of Learning welcomes you all. If you are a beginner and getting confused often, then this video is meant for you. In this video, we are going to talk about a list of words with same spellings but different pronunciation and meaning. Such words in English are called heteronyms. We are going to talk about different heteronyms in this video. For instance, lead, led, wind, wind, bass, bass, minute, minute, bow, bow, content, content, polish, polish. All these words which have been discussed produce different sound, though their spellings are same. So we are going to discuss all these words along with the illustrations in this video to make it all vivid to you. Coming to the first one, this can be either pronounced as lead or led. When we pronounce this word as lead, like feed, it's a verb which means to go in front of. For instance, she leads the team well. Whereas when we pronounce this word as led, like bread, it's a noun which is a metal. For instance, lead is a useful metal. Coming to the next one, this word can be either pronounced as wind or wind. When we pronounce this word as wind, like kind, it's a verb which means turning, spinning, or twisting something. For instance, could you wind the handle to open the window? Whereas when we pronounce this word as wind, like hind, it's a noun which means a gust of air. It can be made into an adjective windy as well. For instance, the wind is blowing now. Let's talk about the next one. This can again be pronounced in two different ways. If we pronounce this word as bass, like face, it's a noun which means a low, deep sound. For instance, he likes to play bass guitar. Whereas when we pronounce this word as bass, like bat, with a long sound, it's a noun which is a type of fish. For instance, my brother likes to go for bass fishing. Look at this one now. This can be either read as minute or minute. When we pronounce this word as minute, it's a noun which is a unit of time. For instance, allow me a few minutes to accomplish my task. Whereas when we pronounce this word as minute, it's an adjective which means very small. For instance, there is a minute difference in their appearance. How to read this word? Bow or bow? Both the pronunciations are apt, but we need to consider the context that is being referred. When we pronounce this word as bow, like show, it's a noun which means a weapon. For instance, he likes to play with the bow and an arrow. Whereas when we pronounce this word as bow, like cow, it's a verb which means to bend at the waist. For instance, the people bow before the king. Look at this one. This is highly confusing, and most people interchangeably use this as content and content. When we pronounce this word as content, it's a noun which means the topic or matter treated in a written work. For instance, I'm really fascinated by her YouTube content. Whereas when we pronounce this word as content, it's an adjective which means being happy and satisfied. For instance, you are at content if you do good deeds in life. Coming to the last one, this can be either read as Polish or polish. When we pronounce this word as polish, it's a verb which means to make something smooth and shiny by rubbing it. For instance, I polish my shoes every day. Whereas when we pronounce this word as Polish, it's an adjective which means belonging to Poland. For instance, I like Polish food. I think through this video, I have made it very much clear that how pronunciation plays a vital role in our life. We need to accentuate or stress upon our pronunciation so that we speak English according to the context. I hope you like it and it made your day. Follow